All right, so let's talk about some possible theories of who might be involved on planet Earth. Who might have found some monkeys and said, "Hey, let's make some humans out of them." All right, so we've heard of the Sumerian tablets. Apparently, nobody's been able to decipher them except for one guy who claimed to be able to, Zechariah Sitchin. In my opinion, he talks about them having rocket ships and shit. Why the fuck? Is that really the only way to get around the universe? They ain't got some better shit than that. And he also talks about how they wanted to come to Earth to get humans to harvest gold. That might be feasible. Because I'll tell you what, if you look at the banking system, it's already basically consolidated most of the gold on the planet. The royal families, like the king and queen of England and shit, all these motherfuckers got all the gold. We're using paper as money now. We're not, I mean, so first we were using money as gold, so everybody had the incentive to go dig it out the fucking ground, right? All these fucking monkey humans had the incentive to dig it out the fucking ground and to use as money because it was valuable. What they do, they put on some fucking Egyptian pharaohs and bling bling, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's like, ooh, I want gold. So that was the incentive to dig it out the ground. It caught on. The whole world fucking started doing it. Dug it out of every fucking little crevice they could fucking find. And then the banking system fucking scammed us out of it, through fucking certain fucking banking bullshit. You gotta understand, I don't feel like explaining that shit, but they've consolidated it. You go back to 1933, there was something called the Gold Confiscatory Act. The United States went bankrupt. There was a Fort Knox that had gold. The United States went bankrupt. That means they don't have money, which means the gold was gone. And then after that, they had the Gold Confiscatory Act, like 1930 something. And they tried to tell the fucking citizens to fucking give the government their gold and shit. It's like, what? Are you crazy? So you can see these motherfuckers have already, confiscated it all, consolidated it all. For the most part, there's still gold going around, but generally speaking, I think the majority of it all is being consolidated. It's in the hands of certain people, and so that could be feasible, as you can tell. Like, they got maybe they created humans, some fucking semi-intelligent fucking monkeys or whatever, and got them hooked on gold. People got them start to use it as money, dig it up out of every fucking crevice, and here we are, 4,000 or 5,000 years later. And we got all the gold out. It's all consolidated in their hands, and now we're on some fucking fiat fucking currency type shit. And now they want to create this new world order where everybody's fucking surveillance state type shit. They control it all. I'm telling you, they don't want us fucking going to outer space. They don't want us going to fucking planet Mars. No, they want to keep their fucking science project fucking grounded on planet Earth. That's what the fuck this shit is, dude. You think I'm lying? Look at it, dude. Just look at it. Just look at it. So I don't know specifically what the deal is. There's also other histories that could be happening. There's a dude named Graham Hancock that likes to talk about a lot of shit. He's an awesome dude that talks about a lot of stuff. And another guy named Robert Bouval who used to work with him. And they talk about Egypt a lot. And shit, you can read like the Emerald Tablets, and he talks about Atlantis. And a lot of people say that the dude, I don't know how you pronounce his name, Thoth. He, the person who wrote the Emerald Tablets or whatever the fuck, person, deity, semi-deity, whatever the fuck you want to call him. He talks about Atlantis, and they say he had some involvement in Egypt. Like he might have even created Egypt, or in the tablets or somewhere. I don't remember where I heard this, but he says he went to the land with the hairy men and taught them, how to be civil and stuff like that, or something like that. And working from, so there's some involvement with that. The Atlantis, Egypt, and shit, there's a lot to do with Atlantis, and even the swastika, that apparently has something to do with Atlantis. And Hitler was obsessed with finding Atlantis. He said that certain people were offspring. They had like Rh negative blood, the Aryan race and shit. I'm not sure if the Rh negative blood has something. I don't know specifically what that is, but the Aryan race. Apparently Hitler was obsessed with trying to find Atlantis. And there's a theory. I'm gonna throw this out there. This might be some fun little fucking facts for you, but I don't. Yeah. Actually, Graham Hancock proposed this theory, I think, And he said that there's other people. A guy named Carl Monk talks about how, you know, we have a new. Carl Monk, Munck, Carl Monk. He made this video where he talks about a lot of things, how they're geographically located, but the lines have changed. And this kind of lends itself to what Graham Hancock says. He says that Atlantis was in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, and that I think this is what he said. He said like there's fossils that were found with like grass eating animals like in Arctic parts of the planet. Like, how does that happen? How does a grass eating animal get to the other side of the world? And he's like, you know, in ice. And his explanation was there was a not a pole shift, but a crustal shift, where the crust of the planet shifted upon the molten core, and Atlantis, which was in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, is now at the bottom on the pole, South Pole, and it's Antarctica. And if you know about Hitler being obsessed with Atlantis, finding whatever, all this stuff, he had an Antarctic base. And a lot of people say that's where he fled to. So he was obsessed with finding Atlantis, and he had this obsession with the Aryan race and shit. Like, he was basically said that the Aryan race was descended from them. And you know, what'd he do? He went to fucking Antarctica and started searching some shit out. He had a whole fucking base down there, from what I understand. And so you got Graham Hancock, Robert Bauval talks about that. You got Carl Monk. He talks about the lines and stuff, the code. Carl Monk. And you got a guy named Robert. I don't know how you pronounce his name. Sepher, Sepher, or something like that. He talks a lot about some Nazi affiliation with all this stuff in Atlantis. I think he has a website called Atlantean Gardens or something like that. I'll try to put links to all these dudes and stuff. That'll help y'all out. Yeah, man, generally speaking, I mean, the thing with the gold makes sense. Because all the gold, you know, we got duped into using gold, or duped into it, I don't know, we just started using it because the fucking pharaohs started using it. So, who are the fucking Anunnaki? I don't fucking know. Could there be fucking alien races coming onto Earth? Could there be... See, I haven't studied deep into aliens, believe me, I haven't. I just understand what the fuck's going on generally in the world, and I see it's dangerous. I'm like, that's no good. I haven't studied deep into aliens. There's probably some alien researchers that know some shit. You know, I gotta be honest, I didn't want to focus on that because I want to focus on the shit that I know. Like, we have a fucked up banking system. We're all basically slaves right now. Our fucking human technological progress is inhibited by these motherfuckers and shit like that. Maybe I probably will look into some aliens. And that seems feasible, man, that there's a bunch of fucking aliens coming around. You know, I don't know the details of all that. There could be some researchers that know way better than I do on this subject, but generally speaking, this planet seems to be some type of fucking plantation looking ass thing, and we're getting all fucked over. Like, that's the easiest way I can say it. And yeah.